Hello, my name is Debbie Gentry. My family and I are first week campers. We've been coming for about 16 years to CFC. So this idea of what's normal has been a challenge for me in particular and our family for some time, since long before coronavirus hit, probably almost back to camp time last year. For a control freak like me, it's definitely been a challenge, but it's also been a time filled with grace. So we tipped the scales with more kids living away from home. We have 5 children, so more we're living away from home than living at home with our middle son, Nick, going off to college. That was an adjustment for all of us for many reasons, from practical and cooking meals to our family dynamics. Later in the fall, our daughter Becca was having some struggles with friends at school. She was a junior in high school, and it was just definitely a rough time for her. The short version of the story is that she changed high schools in January, in the middle of her junior year. I was definitely sure that that was not the right thing to do and wanted to control things, that we should keep on the path we were. But she was convinced that that was what was needed. It was a stressful month before Christmas break, to say the least. So my wrestling with these changes and God speaking to me through them have also been ongoing. For about a year, the idea of Mary's Fiat has been a topic of discussion for our parish youth group. It was the theme for our fall retreat, and as a core team member, I was a part of discussions around the theme beginning last spring. To be honest, I previously hadn't given much thought to Fiat outside of Advent. But like I said, it came up last spring, and then again even deeper in the fall when things for Becca at school were intensifying, and then of course again during Advent. Let it be done to me, to Becca, to our family, according to your word, started resonating with me and was central to my reflections and prayer time during Advent in a profound way. I think I began to learn to let go, and was truly able to trust that God was handling things. In that letting go and loosening my grip, it led to me trusting in my daughter and following her lead instead of being in control. So Becca started at her new high school in January, and we all felt good about that. But then 2 months there into it, she had to come home because of COVID, as we all know. Well, that was kind of concerning because we were worried about the new friendships and routines that were just starting to take hold. But this was a time that was also great because it gave us tremendous family time. We adjusted to having all 5 kids back at home. I figured out how to navigate 5 different school schedules and working from home. The Wi-Fi mostly handled the stress of the added use. We played games, we had cooking contests, we enjoyed Mass in our living room, and I really enjoyed the time together as a family. I actually kind of didn't want things to go back to normal. As for Becca, she's in a good place. With things opening up, she's starting to hang out with different groups of friends. And I think she's gaining confidence, and overall she's happy. I think that the quiet time that we had during our quarantine was good for her. As for me, my normal has changed as well. I'm not working as I have for 30 years, or for over 30 years, as a physical therapist. Healthcare has changed, and I'm affected by the layoffs. That's not all bad. Hope is, of course, always on the horizon, and I'm using this time, this gift that I've been given of time, to work on starting my own business. Most recently, we celebrated another adjustment to our normal. Our family will be changing down the road as our son Andrew, our second oldest, just got engaged a few weeks ago. So many changes in store, to be sure. The saying about the only constant is change definitely rings true for me and for our family. This time we've had this new normal, this interruption of normal, gave me the time and space for better habits of prayer and reflection that I needed, and a slowness that I didn't realize I craved. Of course, the truth is that God is the only true constant. Sometimes we just don't see him without change, without a shakeup to our normal. Thank you.